As the sun rises over the vast expanse of Kruger National Park, a sense of anticipation fills the air. Today, a group of eager adventurers embark on a quest to track down the legendary Big Five: lions, leopards, rhinos, elephants, and buffaloes. All five in one day. Today is the group's last full day in the park, and last night here. These tourists have been in the park for the last 4 nights without seeing a leopard or wild dogs, but did have a glimpse of a lioness walking away and disappearing in the bush. They also found some of the other animals: elephants, buffalo, 1 rhino, which alone on its own was a fortunate sighting, and some plains game. But let me tell you, the real challenge lies in finding the elusive leopard. Follow along to see if we do find all of them and what else we might see. As some of you might know, all the Kruger Park main gates and rest camps gates have a set opening and closing time, which differs according to the seasons, with summer being the longest period of the day during which the gates are open due to the extended daylight time. If you arrive late at a camp, you will be fined, or even worse, being escorted out of the park. Some of my regular viewers might notice that I'm using a different narrator for this video because this is a longer video and my voice is not really broadcast friendly. Today is the group's last day, and they decided to go on a paid Kruger Park game drive before leaving for Johannesburg early tomorrow morning and returning to the USA. Their journey is guided by an experienced ranger who now also doubles as a tourist guide and knows the park's secrets like the back of his hand. He is also the owner of this YouTube channel. The safari vehicle is about to roll out, and the ranger shares essential tips with the guests. Keep your eyes peeled for movement in the bush, he instructs, and listen for the sounds of nature. Let the adventure begin. Early on in the drive, the ranger realized that the two-way radio was not working, but this did not bother him too much, as he knows the area very well, and the radio is only used when in trouble, or to let other rangers or guides know where the big game are. Although this is the more modern way between open safari vehicles and their guides, he still prefers the old-fashioned way of talking to other guests he encounters on the road and sharing sightings with them, the true Kruger Parkway. As one could have guessed, the first animal we spotted, as with most visitors to Kruger National Park, is impala, having an early morning drink at the waterhole. As we continue our journey, the ranger suddenly spots a clan of hyenas busy feeding at a kill of a large buffalo, which they most probably took down during the night, or even maybe robbed some lions of their food. These fascinating creatures are often misunderstood, he explains. Hyenas are highly intelligent and play a crucial role in the ecosystem. I'm captivated as we observe the hyenas, always on the lookout, even while feeding, and their powerful jaws busy at work. The ranger tells us about their complex social hierarchies and how they thrive in harsh environments. Spotted hyenas have one of the most complex social structures of any carnivore, living in large clans of up to 100 individuals. Their societies are remarkably similar to those of Cercopithecine primates in terms of size, structure, competition, and cooperation. Females are dominant over males and maintain strict dominance hierarchies within the clan. Hyenas use sophisticated communication skills, including a rich vocal repertoire and the ability to recognize individual clan members by their voices and social status. This complex social intelligence allows them to thrive in the harsh African savanna, working together to hunt large prey, defend their territory, and raise their young. Their large brains, particularly the frontal cortex associated with problem-solving, enable spotted hyenas to navigate their challenging social environment and succeed in the face of intense competition and limited resources. Hyenas have excellent memories and can recall the voices and social ranks of up to 125 clan members throughout their lives. This allows them to navigate their complex social hierarchies and maintain long-term relationships with kin and allies. Not far from the hyenas, we spotted some buffalo. The buffalo on which the hyenas were feeding was probably from the same herd. Our ranger shares some interesting facts regarding buffalo's resilience. Buffalo are highly social animals that live in large herds, often numbering in the hundreds or even thousands. They always give you a look, as if you owe them money. These herds are divided into smaller, more closely related units called clans, which are led by dominant cows. Buffalo are known for their resilience and their ability to defend themselves against predators. When threatened, the herd will form a defensive circle, with the calves and younger animals protected in the center, and the adult males defending the flanks. This united front makes it difficult for predators to single out a vulnerable individual. Buffaloes are also known as Black Death for a reason. Just minutes after spending some time with the buffalo, they spot a herd of elephants in the distance. "Look over there," the ranger points, excitement palpable in his voice. These magnificent creatures can weigh up to 6 tons. The group watches in awe as the elephants navigate their way down to the small dam, their massive bodies swaying gracefully. The ranger shares fascinating insights about their social structures and the importance of their conservation, deepening the guests' appreciation for these gentle giants. Elephants are remarkable social animals that live in complex family structures, typically led by a matriarch, the oldest and most experienced female. These herds, consisting of related females and their offspring, provide essential support and protection, fostering strong emotional bonds among members. Elephants are known for their intelligence, displaying behaviors such as grieving for lost family members and communicating through a variety of vocalizations and body language. The conservation of elephants is crucial, not only for their survival, but also for the health of the ecosystems they inhabit. As ecosystem engineers, they shape their environments by controlling vegetation growth and dispersing seeds, which promotes biodiversity. However, habitat loss and poaching pose significant threats to their populations, underscoring the urgent need for conservation efforts to ensure these magnificent creatures continue to thrive in the wild. As we continue our search, the ranger reminds us that the leopard is the most challenging of the big 5 to find. They are masters of disguise, he says, while scanning the trees for any signs of movement. We'll need patience and a bit of luck. As they continue their drive, the ranger spots a pack of wild dogs near their den. These endangered animals are fascinating to watch, he says. They are highly social and work together as a team to hunt their prey. The guests are thrilled as they watch the pack, their distinctive coats making them easy to spot. The same coats which in certain instances make them near impossible to spot. Many don't realize that wild dogs have a remarkable social structure with a strong hierarchy led by an alpha pair. Interestingly, these dominant individuals are typically the only ones that breed, ensuring that the pack remains cohesive and focused on raising the pups together. Another captivating aspect of wild dog behavior is their unique method of communication. They use a variety of vocalizations, including a distinctive "hoo" sound that helps them keep track of each other during hunts. This intricate communication system is vital for their success, as it allows them to coordinate movements and strategies seamlessly. The ranger shares facts about their impressive hunting success rate, which can be as high as 80%, and emphasizes the importance of their conservation. With only about 5,000 wild dogs remaining in the wild, their survival is crucial for maintaining the balance of their ecosystem. As the guests watch the pack, they are reminded of the vital role these remarkable animals play in the African wilderness, sparking a deeper appreciation for the wild dogs and the challenges they face. Here's a unique and lesser-known fact about African wild dogs, the ranger says. Wild dogs have a unique voting system to decide when to hunt. When the pack is resting, they engage in a behavior known as sneezing, which serves as a form of communication to gauge interest in hunting. If a dominant individual sneezes, it often signals the intention to hunt, and the rest of the pack responds with their own sneezes. This democratic process allows the pack to collectively decide when to embark on a hunt, showcasing their social intelligence and cooperation. This fascinating behavior not only highlights their complex social structure, but also emphasizes the strong bonds within the pack as they work together to ensure their survival. Oh no! Then it happened. One of the most dreadful things any safari goer fears the most: a flat tire. We must have picked it up while watching the wild dogs. This is going to waste precious time. Here is some other footage we got on the search for the Big Five while our ranger changed the tire. Just as things were going smoothly and the guests happy and excited for the next potential animal we might spot, the open safari vehicle got a flat tire. With the two-way radio not working, this is going to eat into our limited time schedule to find all the animals before gate closing time. After about 20 minutes, we are on the road again. As we continue our journey, our ranger spots a crash of white rhinos resting in the shade of a large acacia tree. These guys are fascinating, he explains. Their horns are made of keratin, the same material as our hair and nails. He reminds them of the threats rhinos face and the ongoing efforts to protect them. And for this reason, he won't show any footage of the rhinos, because as someone who knows the area pretty well, he can immediately recognize areas in the background of other people's videos and immediately knows where the footage was taken and on which road. So can potential poachers as well. We sit quietly, observing their behavior, and I can see the awe in my fellow guests' eyes as they take in the sight of these incredible animals. Great! With 3 of the Big Five spotted, including hyenas and wild dogs, they continue their search, hoping to see some other game as well. Will they manage to see all of them? And in time before the gates close? Let us continue the game drive and see. Suddenly, they spot a pride of lions feeding under a tree. There they are! The ranger exclaims. Lions are known as the kings of the jungle for a reason. We watch in silence as the lions feed on a warthog, their powerful jaws taking bites out of the fresh kill, with the male lying a short distance away. Our ranger explains their hunting tactics and the importance of their role in the ecosystem. Lions employ various hunting tactics to successfully capture their prey. Number 1, cooperative hunting. Lions work together in a pride, coordinating their movements to surround prey and launch synchronized attacks from different angles. This teamwork allows them to overpower larger animals, like buffaloes. Number 2, stealth and ambush. Lions use their tawny fur for camouflage, patiently stalking prey and lying in wait for the perfect moment to spring into action with a swift, powerful assault. This element of surprise is crucial for their success. Number 3, persistence and adaptability. While not the fastest, lions make up for it with endurance, wearing down their prey until capture is possible. They also adjust their strategies based on the type of prey, terrain, and available resources. The ranger explains their hunting tactics and their crucial role in maintaining the ecosystem's balance. Lions play a vital role in regulating prey populations, preventing overgrazing, and maintaining a healthy ecosystem balance. While many people are familiar with the iconic roar of a lion, they also communicate through a variety of other vocalizations, including growls, snarls, and purrs. Each sound serves a different purpose, from signaling distress to coordinating group movements during hunts. Lions are the only truly social cats living in prides that typically consist of related females, their cubs, and one or more adult males. While lionesses are the backbone of the pride, leadership is not exclusively male or female. It shifts between the most dominant and experienced members, both male and female, depending on the pride's circumstances, and the males are responsible for protecting the territory and hunting large prey. Male lions often engage in fierce battles to establish dominance, with the strongest males mating with the females. Lion prides are remarkably resilient, with the females working together to raise their young and defend their territory. After spending some time with the lions, an unfortunate incident occurred that any ranger or guide dreads the most. Your fellow guest, the one sitting behind you, urgently needed medication due to a chronic heart condition. Due to the early morning rise, he forgot his medication at the camp. You could feel the tension rise as the ranger realized we were too far from camp to collect the medication and make it back in time. Were we doomed? The ranger knew he had to turn back. No matter how much your fellow guest insisted he could continue, the ranger couldn't risk his life or the safety of all of us by pushing on. You could see the weight of responsibility pressing heavily on the ranger's shoulders. The thought of something happening to your fellow guest under his watch was clearly unbearable. But then, the instincts of an experienced ranger kicked in. He remembered that the closest private lodge was just about 4 kilometers away, and they typically stocked a variety of medications for emergencies like this. Without hesitation, the ranger communicated his plan to all of us, reassuring us that help was on the way. As we approached the lodge, a renewed sense of hope filled the vehicle. Not only would your fellow guest receive the assistance he needed, but we would also soon be back on track for an incredible adventure in the heart of the wild. With everything sorted, we were back on track. Although precious time is lost, one can never put a price on someone's life. Just as the guests began to think they might not find their elusive leopard today, the ranger suddenly spots movement along the dirt road. And then, there it is, a stunning leopard, its golden eyes scanning the landscape with an air of confidence. The ranger's excitement is palpable as he exclaims, "This is a rare sighting. Leopards are solitary creatures, often resting high in the trees during the day. But they do sometimes roam the ground in search of prey, mark their territory, or quest their thirst." The group watches in awe as the leopard saunters past, its sleek body moving effortlessly through the dry surroundings. The moment feels magical, and the wonder on the guests' faces reflects the beauty of this breathtaking sight. The ranger shares fascinating facts about the leopard's hunting habits and the challenges they face in the wild, enriching the experience as they observe this magnificent animal in its natural habitat. Leopards are known for their remarkable ability to adapt their hunting strategies based on the time of day and environmental conditions. While they are primarily nocturnal hunters, they can also hunt during the day, especially in areas with less human disturbance. Interestingly, leopards often prefer to hunt near water sources, where prey animals are more likely to gather. This behavior not only increases their chances of a successful hunt, but also highlights their opportunistic nature. Additionally, leopards have been observed using their surroundings to their advantage, such as stalking prey through dense vegetation or using rocks and trees for cover, showcasing their intelligence and adaptability in various habitats. Although we found our leopard and the rest of the big five, the best sighting of the day was still to come. As the group made their way back to camp, still buzzing from the magical sighting of the leopard, the ranger's keen eyes caught a glimpse of movement in the tall grass. "Cheetah!" he exclaimed, pointing to a lone cheetah smelling an old signpost. The guests leaned forward in their seats, excitement building once again. This elegant creature, with its distinctive black tear stripes and lithe body, was a sight to behold. Just as they marveled at the cheetah's beauty, the ranger's attention shifted slightly. "Wait a moment," he said, his voice filled with anticipation. "There might be more nearby." With a sense of urgency, he maneuvered the vehicle a short distance away, and then it happened. The biggest payoff no one expected. With years of experience, he could read her body language and hear the faint calling of the cubs. It resembles the chirp of a bird. Just beyond the tall grass were 3 adorable cheetah cubs, tumbling and playing with each other in the golden light of the late afternoon sun. The guests gasped in delight, their hearts melting at the sight of the playful little ones. The ranger explained that cheetah cubs are incredibly vulnerable in their early months, relying on their mother for protection and nourishment. Watching them frolic and chase each other brought joy and wonder that surpassed the earlier leopard sighting. It was a rare glimpse into the life of these magnificent animals, and the guests felt incredibly fortunate to witness such a heartwarming scene, especially with the cubs looking up at the guests on the open safari vehicle. Cheetah cubs have a unique physical characteristic that makes them resemble honey badgers. They possess a thick silvery grey mantle down their back, which creates a striking visual similarity between the two animals. This resemblance is believed to be a form of camouflage or mimicry, as honey badgers are known for their fierce and aggressive nature. Few predators are willing to challenge a honey badger, and by imitating their appearance, cheetah cubs may deter potential threats, increasing their chances of survival. While the exact evolutionary purpose of this mimicry is not entirely clear, it is speculated that it helps the vulnerable cubs blend in with their surroundings and avoid confrontation with larger predators. As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow over the African landscape, the group made their way back to camp, exhilarated by the day's unexpected turns. From the elusive leopard to the enchanting sight of cheetah cubs, the adventure had exceeded all expectations. The ranger shared stories about the importance of conservation and the delicate balance of life in the wild, leaving everyone with a deeper appreciation for the beauty and complexity of nature. With smiles on their faces and memories that would last a lifetime, the guests reflected on the magical day they had experienced in the heart of Kruger National Park, eager to share their stories with friends and family back home. For a free audiobook about Kruger National Park, use the link in the description below and sign up for free. You can choose any from thousands of Audible books, exclusive audio content that you can't find anywhere else, and it does not have to be about Kruger National Park. You can listen to thousands of titles all you want, whenever you want. Stream or download to listen offline. Free 30-day trial. I bet you can download enough audiobooks in 30 days to last you several years. And before I forget, we did make it back in time to the camp, by the skin of our teeth, but just in time not to get a fine. Thanks for watching until the end. Please consider supporting my channel. Watch this video next.